That's it. It's Wednesday. It feels like a Thursday to me. Can we say that? I don't know. Today we're talking about Mary Barra on a TikTok account, Uptimes on Charger Study, and Elon on the move one more time. Not the last time, but it's the this time.
That's so interesting. You know, this is we mention this often, but the world of news, like when you're really steeped in it and you're trying to figure out like all of the moves and you kind of see everything, because we get like I either like read our daily email at night or in the morning, plus we're scouring the news in the morning, plus there's like always things getting shared with us that other people want us to share. And it's like you start to realize like the world is kind of nuts. You know what I mean? Kind of just a little bit nuts. And it's okay. We're here for it.
It's always nuts. That's right. Yeah, we're here for it. Whether we like it or not, we're all here for it, aren't we? Yep. Oh, man. We have a webinar going on today in just a few hours from now. What time is it? 1 p.m. Eastern? Where is it? What time is that webinar?
2
I don't know. 2. Nathan's in the back just showing us 2 fingers. It's 2 Eastern. We're going to talk about what's going on with the cars rule. We've actually been seeing some chatter on LinkedIn about this. Jennifer Blunt, she posted a thing. We have a webinar on it just saying, hey, this is coming back to the surface. Go to ASOTU.com. You can register. We're going to be with Jim Ganther from Mosaic talking about what's been going on under the surface with the cars rule, and what the potential outflow of it is, how you can be ready for it, how you can be thinking and training your teams for it now. So when it comes out, you're already ready already, right? You don't want to be worrying about this in September and October.
No,
August is we're getting into that August lull right now, right? This is a what?
August lull. What kind of August lull is happening in a dealership? No, but it definitely is time. It's time to get. I mean, August is nuts.
End of August, especially September.
It's a lull in like the rest
is the
of
beginning
world,
of August.
Everybody's like, oh, everyone's back to school. Dealership world, nuts. Bananas, actually.
It's true. We were just talking to somebody how everyone had a good last month. We were on the line with Todd Caputo, and he's like, everyone had a good month last month, and this month is shaping up to be another good month. I guess is kind of what I heard yesterday from Todd. I don't know. What are you hearing?
It's going to be great. This is going to be a good month. I'm telling you right now. Everything I'm hearing.
Recession, mishmession. Who cares about that? You think about it. Who told me about? It was Mr. Sioka, Greg Sioka Sr. He said, you talk about recession long enough, you're going to find yourself in the middle of one. And I feel like people have been talking about recession for like
so long.
5 years now.
Yeah.
It feels like 5 years. It's been a strong 3.
And I don't know. I don't think I don't know. There's different arguments whether or not we
make your own economy. We'll talk about, was it David Long, right? Make your own economy. We'll make our own economy.
Just make your own
economy. Either way, join us in the webinar today.
No.
It's at 2:00. Go to ASOTU.com, register. Even if you can't make it at 2:00, we want you to be there at 2 because you can heckle us in the comments. But if you're not, you still get the recording. You can still be a part of the thing, get the follow-up emails, all of that stuff. So Nathan, our producer, types in the comments, this show has also been around 3 years helping stave off reception.
That's right.
I think, can we take credit for that?
We're the recession proofers. We came right around when people were like, there might be a recession. We were like, no, we'll talk about it every day. No one has to worry about it.
We will talk it out of existence. And so we're still going over 800 episodes of talking recession out of existence and counting.
And counting, Paul.
Are we
just go straight into it? There you go.
And counting.
And counting.
Okay,
counting
so
views,
we've had a pretty eventful week, and it's only Wednesday. Monday was a Tuesday. What day did we go on the shoot? Monday. Monday was about the sportiest shoot we have ever been on.
It was wild.
We were already coming in and out of a hot LZ. I was driving in with Nathan. You were flying in with Jim. Here's a picture of us in the elevator with Nathaniel Grecklick and Andy Gwelcher. The old 0.5 lens shot in the elevator. We ran with a skeleton crew. Southwest messed up half of our bags, which had half of our equipment, but it's okay because we figured out, Jim, one of our producers from Nashville, he was just like, it's going to be like an adventure today, right?
It's just going to be an adventure.
We're like an adventure. And so we were at Mohawk Chevrolet filming some stuff to wrap up our 4th episode of More Than Cars. Here we are with Nathaniel Grecklick. But the reason Mohawk Chevrolet has been in the news so much lately is because of their TikTok series called The Dealership, which is a spoof off of The Office.
Naturally.
And hit millions and millions of views on TikTok, tons on Instagram, on YouTube, and got so much attention that they were invited to go out to film an episode at GM headquarters with, including GM CEO Mary Barra. And so they were just coming off that trip. It was covered in Automotive News today because the episode just launched yesterday, or actually, Monday night. Yeah. Right, but Tuesday. So here's a photo of Grace Kerber, the star of the show, the creator of the show, one of the creators, with Mary from the episode. Basically, it's a parody of The Office. And, Grace from the very beginning started calling Silverados a Rado. Right. And you got to go check out the episode. So they really played off that. And she's in the boardroom at GM with the whole executive team, like the CMO of Chevrolet, suggesting the 2026 campaign for the Silverado. She was sitting in Mary Barr's seat, and Mary's like, can I help you find somewhere to sit? This is usually where I sit. Right?
It's amazing. The cameo is just right too, right?
Because they could have gone over with the cameo. Yeah. Right.
But the cameo was just the right amount of timing. It was great.
Yep. So, we got to actually spend some time and interview Grace. We were hanging out in the office with her and Ben as they were doing some editing. And so we have a little bit behind the story with her coming out in the next episode. And boy, did we have a lot of fun, because this dealership is all about competition. I mean, here's a little.
Oh, we got a little clip.
Just a little clip. There's a little clip of us stacking lug nuts. There's Andy, the GM, one of the owners, going against Grace. We had a team thing. We can't tell you who won because there was Team Paul, Team Kyle, but it was about as close as it gets.
Something like that.
I'm not. 99-point differential in the midst of thousands of points is pretty close.
Okay. I'll give it. Yeah.
And
we may have just blown the whole thing. But
no. Yeah. Hey, they don't know who won. But Nathan was saying that could have gone the other way easily, because there should have been points awarded for winning the last game, not just for the points differential. Like, hey, if you win, you get X amount of points. And the bonus is the differential in the thing, which would have, even if it was 100 points, I'm saying it would have swung the other way. So it was close. It was close. Maybe we can add bonus points in post. Like, we'll see what happens.
I don't think we can add bonus points. I don't think we can do that.
I mean, movie magic. Oh man. Hey, I know why we're talking about the More Than Cars series. If you haven't seen it, go to morethancars.tv. You got to go to our ASOTU, or just go to ASOTU, ASOTU.be. See the episodes. We got some awesome news from our distributor yesterday that the show might start popping up other places that you may be poking around on your streaming services. More to come on that soon. Grace. Oh, we have to give Grace's quote. Grace is quoted in the article saying, "We're so honored to be invited by Chevrolet to visit the GM headquarters. Meeting Mary was such a cool experience. She was so kind and fun to shoot with." So love it.
Naturally.
One little Chevy dealer in upstate New York making waves over at GM headquarters. That's the beauty of the industry. All right. How are we going to transition from that bunch of fun,
just talked about that whole one
randomness
time,
to let's get into the engaging world of Uptimes of EV chargers. Hey, this is a big topic of conversation, though. As EV infrastructure rolls out, a new study is uncovering significant gaps between reported and actual uptimes of EV chargers, shedding light on reliability issues, potential solutions for public charging infrastructure. Basically, Charger helps report, analyze over 19 million data points to assess EV charging reliability. Actual uptime, they said, is frequently lower than reported uptime, which erodes driver confidence even more. Older charging stations in the longer established states actually have higher downtime, right? The older charging infrastructure, technology is moving forward so fast. Reliability varies widely across the 20 different charging networks there. I can't believe there are 20. Like, I can only name 5. Some networks having as much as 20% downtime. Major causes: component failures, communications issues, no surprise there, and payment system malfunctions. You got to think all those three things are at play right there. Professor Gil Tao, director of EV Research Center at UC Davis, he said, quote, "The discrepancy between reported and actual uptime is a major challenge. Accurate data, local technician support are essential for improving reliability." Got to fix this one.
This is interesting because Tennessee has been a fairly established state when it comes to this, specifically Nashville, because of the Nissan Leaf, and then Tesla was here pretty early. And I like anecdotally see this across Nashville, where you see like out of order signs, or even just like watching people struggle with actually charging. Like you can
like
see
staring at the phone, staring at the thing, unplugging it,
like
plugging
see
it back
the struggle in their eyes. Yeah. But the other piece of this, and this isn't one that I had thought of until this, but when you think about a gas station, like they're always manned, right? So the reporting isn't just a software reporting of outage. It's
There's
a
no
real
one to help.
person to a real person to go put the sign on, to make the call, to get the technician out,
reset it.
You never see 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 5 gas pumps out for longer than a day. Right. And so this is just a part of the upskilling and upscaling, and the local technicians, the awareness, the ability to fix on the fly is still kind of a scale thing that we also haven't solved, alongside of how many chargers are actually available.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point. I mean, we have, again, I talk about it sometimes, we have an EV charger right outside my office here. We installed it when we renovated the building. And we've had a couple little issues, right? Like a SIM card went at one point, it was flashing an error code, but we're right here. Literally, I can see it from where I'm standing. So it's like, it's easy for us to fix, because there's actually a place to be like, hey, is this thing... We haven't had a lot of issues, but it was brand new when it went in, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. But still, even so, like if people aren't on, it's the EV Go charging network, I think is who we're with. And, you still see people, like you can see when something's not working. They eventually figure it out.
Use that charging network.
Download an app.
Yep.
Exactly. So, I mean, hey, it's one of those challenges is as we develop.
World.
It's interesting. The early adopters, though, are just, It hasn't been that long, but they got to change tech out probably.
Yeah. I mean, when are you going to have 20 charging apps on your phone?
Gosh, hopefully never.
Maybe there's a centralized app ecosystem that someone needs to create. That
seems like a really reasonable solution.
Oh my gosh, that's a genius solution.
All right. See you guys. We got to go build a business. See you, bye. Speaking of see you, bye.
Stop.
Segue. Got him. Thank goodness, because the first one struggled. Hey, Elon Musk is closing X's San Francisco headquarters, marking the end of an era for a company formerly known as Twitter. The move will impact a bunch of employees as they transition primarily actually to new Bay Area locations. So similar area, just not right downtown San Francisco. The office will close over the next few weeks, according to an email from CEO Linda Yaccarino. They'll transition to offices in San Jose or a new engineering focus space with XAI in Palo Alto. So still fairly local. They're going to be working on things like how to transport employees or transportation options to get them out of that Bay Area or out of the San Francisco area. X has been headquartered there since 2011 due to a tax break that originally eliminated 1.5% of payroll tax. Despite Musk's previous commitment to stay in San Francisco, he was actually pretty bullish about it. He now said, it's impossible to operate in San Francisco if you're processing payments. So if they're like obviously processing a ton of payments and primarily through Stripe for X's premium platform. That's why Stripe, Block, or Cash App and others had to move.
They all moved out of San Francisco for that reason. What is the deal?
It's wild.
I mean, that's a great
payment processing charges. Yeah, it's wild.
That just in the city limits, and they're moving stuff out of there. This is one of the things that doesn't work in Elon's favor is why people don't believe what he says, but he keeps delivering enough on the flip side, because back when he first bought the company, he said, he's talking about their commitment to staying in San Francisco. And he said, many have offered rich incentives for X to move its headquarters out. Moreover, the city is in a doom spiral with one company leaving after another. Therefore, they expect X to move too. We will not, period. You only know who your real friends are when. And I guess he's not.
Apparently, they're not real friends anymore,
Things change, times change. But look, we're your real friends.
We are,
please.
For sure.
Let other people know about the podcast or check out the email at ASOTU.com. But whatever you do, go care about some people, grow your business. We will see you here bright and early tomorrow.